And today we are going to be talking about the blessings of the show and the blessings of polygamy from the point of view of Mykelti Pardon.
Yes. And she did talk about, someone asked, do you think that your family would have done the show if they, had this foresight as to what's going on today? Like where they are today, will they still have done the show? Now, in the last video, we did say that Mykelti said that they would have wished that they stopped after 10 years of the show, and then the last 5 to 7 years they could have done without. But Mykelti did say that the reason why Cody had talked about going and doing the show, that all the parents had wanted to do the show, was to kind of show that this lifestyle is nothing to be ashamed about. It's nothing for other people to be afraid of. Yeah. And so she felt as though some of the blessings of the show, them being in the show, was one, it decriminalized polygamy in Utah, right? Although I thought the law has changed back.
I don't know.
Anyway, as far as we know, it decriminalized polygamy. She also said that the family became financially stable, so they will not give that up.
Yeah.
The family became financially stable. They were not worried anymore about things like food and gas. So they were really in dire straits.
I'm sure 20 kids. I'm sure anybody would be in dire straits. People are in dire straits in America with one kid.
Kids. But yeah, I guess 20 people, right?
Yeah.
Okay. She also said that they went to, she has seen most of America. They went on a lot of trips. What was the other thing she said? And she does believe that every single one of her parents will choose this life, will choose the show over again, even though, the family has broken up now, but the parents, if they had to do it all over again, she believes that they will choose it all over again.
Yeah.
So, what do you the guys think about that?
I personally think it does make sense. I feel like if you're having financial issues and you're able to find something that helps you be unburdened by that, especially in this economy.
Especially with basic things like food and gas. These are survival things.
Yeah, I'm sure they would do it all. I would do it all over again, especially if, it has helped you financially, it's helped you to travel, to experience this new life.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, one, Christine, she is able to kind of, I guess create a revolution of, it's okay to walk away. And now she's doing this whole thing of suing Cody, getting money.
Absolutely.
Like, you're leaving this family. And I feel like it's not even just for women in polygamy, but just women in general who have a man who doesn't pay child support, or women who left a marriage and the man took everything. It's just like that show Diary of a Mad Black Woman, where she had been with him for so many years and then he dragged her out of the house by her hair. So about you don't get nothing and all that stuff.
He literally dragged her out of the house while the mistress was
looking on. Yeah, in that show. Like what Christine is doing is for all those women who have been in a bad marriage and had to leave with basically nothing, even though they helped to build up this man and helped build the wealth that he's had. So I feel like Christine has definitely helped a lot of women. So I feel like, one is for the financial, two is for the influence, three is meeting new people, and then four also just being able to be known, because you get to have all these opportunities, content creating, being an influencer, being able to be an entrepreneur, have the business. I feel like the good probably does outweigh the bad. I feel like the bad, they have been able to kind of be able to combat it, by having the family they have, and then also just being there for each other. When you look at the bad, it's probably like, well, the family broke up, which I feel like it would have happened even if the show wasn't there. It just would have taken a longer time.
Garrison passing away,
that probably was hard, because you can't really heal. Because it's kind of like, even now, this whole show came on 2 years ago.
I feel like he probably wouldn't have done that if he
the show.
That's how I feel.
That he wouldn't have done the show.
No, I just feel like I mean, I guess we can't say what would have happened, something like that.
I feel like
Because I guess when it's your time, it's your time. You know? So, I can't really say. And I hate to put a burden like that on anybody, really.
yeah, I don't
Like,
really even.
you
I
know.
think maybe the show. I don't even want to say there's the
I
show,
wouldn't
but
say that because
it's the
even if they
memories, but
didn't
also-
have the show, will they? This family had broken up. Probably will.
yeah,
Because
for sure.
Cody is, I don't know, Cody.
He ain't
I
wrapped
don't
too
know.
tight. But I feel like it really, I mean, yeah, it was the show. Maybe it was Cody. But also, I feel like alcohol had a huge part of to do with, the passing for sure. Because they did say that he
alcohol.
was.
I was like, who's
Well,
drinking?
because I think they said
Okay,
he
yeah.
was
Not-
4 times up the legal limit. I think that's what they said. It was some
Really?
outrageous number.
Okay. All right.
So I feel like, yeah, to an extent, but we also don't know what else he was dealing with. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Just in terms of depression and all that.
Yeah. So I
yeah.
don't know. I mean, I feel like it was a combination of things. It's not one single thing that
You
led
know,
him to
maybe
that.
if they did not have money, they would have had to stay together because of not having money. So maybe
A
they
lot
would have
of
stayed
marriages-
together. If they had stayed in that house where they were in Utah, and they're just there, they probably still be together because
You think
they
them
don't
being
have
broke
money.
will keep the family together?
Yeah, I think so. I think when you're broke,
Because they had no choice.
you have no choice. You tend to want to work
Yeah.
together, right? You tend to want to work together to make it work. Cody wouldn't be there trying to have a whole affair outside of, his other 3 OGs.
Well, he
would've
wouldn't have the money. And
he would
Robyn
have the
probably
money, right? So
Yeah.
maybe Robyn never would have come because
would never look this way.
exactly because he ain't got the money like that. So probably they will still be together. But you know something, we can't say. That's harsh. That is harsh to say, and put it all on Robyn like that.
I
I
mean-
will not have you to.
I mean,
We
it's a
cannot blame
thought.
one person. No. We got to look at everybody. So what do you guys think though? What do you guys think? If they, and Mykelti did say, I think there's a show that talks about like, let me see. She said there's a show, and I don't know what the name of the show is, but she said there's a show, and she said it will be nice for them to do something like, what will have happened if the Brown family never went to Flagstaff?
Yeah.
So she was saying that she wishes this show will like, I guess, do an autopsy on this. Like,
Yeah.
what will have happened if the Brown family never went to Flagstaff? So I think that's a very good question. Like, she was interested in knowing about that for this
Yeah.
show to kind of break this down. So that's a question I have for you guys. What will have happened if the family never went to Flagstaff? I feel that it's not even Flagstaff. I think if this family had never had the money from the show, they would have found a way to stay together. You know why? Cody would have been nicer
Right.
because he would have needed Mary's money to continue. So he would have still been trying to make overtures to Mary
All right.
because he needed her money and he needs her to stay put. Okay? That's one thing I feel. Robyn probably will not be able to handle like taking care of her kids. So
Right.
probably Robyn would have been out there working and contributing to the Tilly.
I don't know if Robyn would have ever done that.
Well, the
Working?
family would not
That's
have.
not-
I
that's
don't
not-
think they would have put up with it. Her being in her little house and not contributing or anything at all.
Cody would have
And
made.
she would have gotten tired of taking care of her own kids.
Cody-
Her own 5 kids, I think, in that small house.
Cody would have made their lives a living hell if they were trying to harass Robyn about her getting a job.
You know something? When they don't have money like that and they need that extra
Cody
money,
will go get another job. That man would go get another
then
job.
he'll have less time with Robyn.
Robyn wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
She would not harass
But
him.
you know something? Cody would have made sure to keep everybody happy because he would not want anybody to leave. Because he needs the money.
Well,
he
he
needs
wasn't-
Jadel's money. He needs Christine's money. Christine was working at night. He certainly needs Mary's money. And he would have been looking at Robyn like, we need help.
I don't think Cody would have ever turned to Robyn and asked her to go pick
Well,
up one finger. If this man was looking at this woman and her soup kitchen eyebrows self, talking to her, talking about, you're too pretty to cook and clean. You think that man gonna go tell her, go get off her ass and go get a job?
People say that when he had money. When he was building houses from the ground up, yeah, he could say cook and clean. When he was worried about the food and gas, okay, he like, you're not about to feed. When you gonna start working? You see how that man turned on her when he said that we need to buy a house and she was saying no? You see how that man acted the plum fool? He did not even care that Aurora was having a whole panic attack.
But we have to keep in mind that Robyn would have never looked his way if he was broke. Robyn's not going to no broke man. She ain't wasting not one brain cell. And with her youth that is fleeting by night, she was not going to go waste her. Like, she wasn't going to waste her time on some man with ramen noodle hair who ain't got no job and is not keeping the promises and is not sticking to her 7-year plan.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She had that 5-year plan.
She would have laughed in his face and gone to the next joke.
Yeah.
I mean, really, you would not even be able to sniff her toenails from a mile away. Like, Robyn is not the type of woman to even waste her time with a broke man. Not at all. Not after she had a struggle with her ex.
So Robyn would not have been there, right? So it would have been, they still would have been having their wonderful time, the three of them, making it work.
It wasn't a wonderful time because Mary had already been in a sexless marriage for 2 years before she got on the show. I don't care what nobody say. That man was not kissing that woman.
But you know something? He would have still been striving. You know why? Because they needed Mary's income.
The man was not striving. He didn't have to strive with Mary because she was just there. That woman was in her house by herself, missed her mom's passing because she didn't want to break the COVID protocols because she was still hoping that Cody will come around.
Yeah, she was on her
That's how delusional
she was.
she
on her
was.
way to the hospital when they called. It was
but
so sad.
She waited so
I know
long.
She waited so long.
And it was really unfortunate.
It was sad. That was very, very sad. She never talks about that. I would be blaming. Now, if I was Cody would be blaming her for that.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of things that Mary does not say. I mean, especially when they were talking about how he melted down the ring 2 years, or blank melted down the ring. She never. Yeah, Christina opened up her big mouth to tell us. Nobody would have known. So I think there's a lot of things that Mary does not say, and there's a lot of things that she thinks that she just won't say out loud.
That's true.
Out of respect for this man who has no respect for her.
That's true.
But that's how she likes to float her boat. I ain't gonna knock it. I feel like we have all been desperate in one situation or another, whether it's friendship, relationship, family, or whatever. We have all made dumb decisions.
Yeah. But I feel like Cody will still be striving to navigate some kind of way.
Being decent?
He would have had to be.
He wasn't decent for 13 years.
No, he would have had to be. You know, he'll be there doing his little gossiping and all that stuff, but he'll be striving not to be the bad guy, letting the women be the ones to fight his battles for him, but he will be striving to be decent to all of them because he needs their money to help him navigate this whole thing. That's what I think. And they'll be right there in Utah, so he's close to where his father is. So yeah, he'll be trying to make this work. Not hopscotching his way over to Sin City.
Yeah.
Further away from his daddy, who will be prying in to see what that boy is doing.
Well, he went over there because of Robyn. He moved to Vegas for Robyn. He moved to Flagstaff for Robyn. It's really for Dayton. Because Robyn went to still stalk her son while he was in college. Children go to college to get away from their parents, not to get closer.
No, we want you all to stay close. Especially girls. Girls, man, when they get older... But the boys can be free. You see the sexism? When girls get older, and we all know who are women, we are ready to fly the coop. You hear me? We're ready to get the hell up out of the house of our parents. Whereas boys, they're like, man, let's stay a little while.
Yeah.
Anyway, 11:11.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you all, get down in the comments. What do you think with this family? What will have happened with this family?
Yes, y'all.
Do you think that if they didn't have the show, will Robyn have ever joined this family? And if she had joined the family and they didn't have this show, do you think they'll still be together? Do you think Robyn will be out there working? I think she will, because you know what? She really want to stay in that house with her kids, okay, and be having to take care of her kids.
Probably not.
By herself. She will be out there working like Janelle and bringing in some money. Okay.
Yeah, y'all. But we'll see you guys on the next video.
Bye.